What's up, guys? How are we doing? Oh my goodness sakes, we have almost a carbon copy of what we saw in the first two races of the year in motocross with Thunder Valley. And I can tell you right now, with Chase Sexton sitting out another round, you can pretty much put his championship hopes up in flames. But I'll tell you, we're starting with the 450 class. Oh my gosh, I was not surprised that Jett Lawrence swept again. And I'll tell you this right now, Jett is probably two notches ahead of everybody right now, especially rookies, because my gosh, I look at how he rides and I don't see any weakness in him at all. As like I said, I was saying earlier, if Jett Lawrence sweeps Thunder Valley, I think he can call a perfect season. A perfect season is the writing will be on the wall for a perfect season. That's for sure. Let me tell you, because the way I rode, he got whole shots in both motos. And with the lack of talent in the 450 class, I mean, some people could say that, but I don't buy that at all. I thought Sexton was going to give Jett give Jett some grief, but no. But then Sexton is out, and well, I tell you that. But the 450 class was, except for the win, there was quite a bit to talk about. But when Plessinger and Ferrandis got together, I was like, oh man, because that really screwed me up on the Rocky Mountain site. I had it as Jett Lawrence, Dylan Ferrandis, and I think Aaron Plessinger for third. And it didn't turn out that way. Yes, I did. I had it as Lawrence, Ferrandis, Plessinger, Webb, Cianciarulo as the top five, with Lacurcio as the wild card. While I got the top five, while I got the five guys that I predicted, it just wasn't in that order. But Jett Lawrence, I think it's going to be pretty clear that he's going to do what Ricky Carmichael did, what Ryan Dungey did on the 450. So there's not a doubt in my mind, because I don't see any chink in that guy's armor. But you know, anything can happen. I mean, I certainly hope that we'll have some challenges for first place. And I can't remember if there was ever a 450 rookie who led every lap and won every moto like Jett Lawrence is doing right now. I don't think it has ever been done, because Jett is really blowing everybody's minds. Okay. So obviously, we're looking at history in the making, and I think Jett is showing that he is set for a 450 career in Supercross. I'm not sure if Eli Tomac's going to be racing in 2024, but I know for sure that Jett, at least in Supercross anyway, he's going to go through a learning curve. And motocross, I just don't see that happening. This field is too depleted with a lot of privateers out there. And hey, Grant Harlan, shout out, brah, made Hawaii people proud again with a 6-7 on the day. Whoo, yeah, the true flying Hawaiian. I tell you, John DeSoto's got to be feeding you some secret formula or something, because boy, you really flipped the script on that after what happened again at Hangtown. So, and I'll tell you this. So, and while Jett Lawrence is seemingly running away with the 450 class, you might as well call Hunter Lawrence Mr. Second Moto, because he's won all three races in the 250 class, and Hunter has only won the second motos. And while he's placed third in the first two motos, he got second in the first moto here behind Moto 1 winner Justin Cooper, who crashed in the first moto but came back for, I think it was a fourth or fifth, but it was enough for second overall. And who would I pick for the 250 class? Definitely Hunter Lawrence, definitely Justin Cooper. But for third overall, I don't know if I would have gone with who got third. I think it was let me see. I know it was Cooper who got second. It was Levi Kitchen who got third. I'm looking at the Racer X online. It was Levi Kitchen. Well, I don't know if Levi Kitchen really took me by surprise for third overall, but hey, he won the first moto here last year, and I thought that was a big accomplishment for him. But I don't know if I would have put Levi Kitchen for third. I probably would have gone with I don't know who I would have gone with for third. But maybe Hayden Deegan. But hey, Hayden Deegan is really showing that he doesn't give two shits. And you know what? I got to tell you, don't tell me that Hayden Deegan's not going to win a motocross this season. He's already won a moto. I think he's going to win an overall. If he can stay away from those mistakes, you can pencil him as an overall winner. Because I think he laid an egg on the start in the second moto at Hangtown. And my goodness. And then he essentially gave away that moto. But anyway, backtracking to the 450 class, ride of the day, the ride of the day should go to Ty Masterpool on the 450. And there was a time where he was actually running up as high as third. And I thought, my gosh, he's going to make it. He's going to get third. And when he got around Plessing or Cooper Webb for third, I thought, this guy's got third wrapped up. But then Ferrandis came back. And I think Masterpool might have gotten a little too nervous up there. So, but props to Ty Masterpool. And I'll tell you this, if I'm Team Kawasaki right now, I am getting Ty Masterpool on the phone and calling him up for a factory ride. Because with Jason Anderson on the sidelines, at least until the back half of the season, Kawasaki would be so freaking nuts if they decide not to sign Ty Masterpool. Because the guy deserves a factory ride on the 450. If this race was any indication, and of course, Ty deciding to leave the 250 class behind because it was just too expensive. And that still surprises me. I'm not gonna lie. Because as much help as there is in the 250 class, when you look at the budget salary, it's kind of hard to believe that that Ty Masterpool just kind of keeps slipping through the cracks for a guy who deserves a factory ride. Guys like Nick Way, Kyle Lewis, and some other guys that I can't quite remember. Or maybe to a point Chad Reed during the back half of his career. But hey, props to Ty Masterpool. And props to Grant Harlan too for making Hawaii people proud. And like I said earlier, John DeSoto's got to be feeding him some kind of secret formula if he's doing that well, because he completely flipped the script for what happened in Hangtown. And of course, I already went over that Hunter Lawrence should be called Mr. Second Moto. There's another thing on my title that you can see down below, that Jason Wygant should have another word of the day. Hands down, let me tell you. And why should Jason Wygant still have a word of the day? Because he's pretty damn good at keeping it in sync with his dialogue. I really liked some of the choices that people gave him, like Hindenburg and Elmer Fudd, and I think Sasquatch was one of them. I think Duckbill Platypus was another. And the fact that that guy can still make it work with his dialogue is so beyond me. And I'll tell you this right now. If I'm Jason, I don't know if Jason Wygant's going to be watching this, but I'm going to say it anyway. He has to have word of the day come back. And you want to know why? Because he knows how to put it in with his dialogue. So, and if I were giving him suggestions, these would be my three. Abominable Snowman, Karate Chop, and just to show my Hawaiian side, King Kamehameha. I like to see him try those. And if he makes it work, I'm going to be tuning in. I'm going to be tuning in every single week and then some. I mean, maybe I'll try to go behind the scenes, check out behind the scenes stuff. But hey, you know what? But hey, those guys at PulpMX got to bring back word of the day. Let me tell you, because Jason Wygant can fit it in with his dialogue. and he knows how to make it work. And it's always really nice to see that, those are words that certainly don't relate to motocross, because things that would be too easy. Oh, murder would be too easy. Riding to get away with murder and all that. But I definitely liked some of the past ones. Sasquatch was one of my favorites. Hindenburg was one of my favorites. Elmer Fudd was by far the best. But the ones that I suggested, Abominable Snowman, Karate Chop, and King Kamehameha, I think those would be interesting ones. But then again, Karate Chop might be a double-edged sword. You know why? Because you could kind of describe that with what we saw from Ty Masterpool today, with some of the passes that he made. That's the thing. So, Pulp MX guys, if you're watching this, you got to bring back word of the day. Let me tell you. So, I don't see anybody in the chat. So we're already at 11 minutes. So, you know what? Guys? I got other stuff to do. So, I'm going to bounce out of here. I will catch you guys later. So, we'll see you all for the next race at High Point Raceway.